what's up guys, it's Austin here, and in today's video I'm going to be highlighting the Mojave gene. A lot of you guys have been commenting down below asking to go see some Mojave combos. We have a lot of other stuff to do today, so cannot highlight all of them, but I'll definitely do another video in the future showing off a couple more. And before we get into this cool video, huge shout out to Nerd here. Thanks for the really cool shirt, and if you haven't checked it out, we did a podcast with Kevin about last week, so if you haven't checked it out, it's on the Mutation Creation YouTube channel, and he's definitely not slacking on the back. So go and check him out, but you guys probably already are. But if you aren't, Nerd New England Reptile Distributors, let's get into this really cool video. So right here, I just wanted to start off with a normal Mojave female. This one's huge. She's around 3,000 grams and also happens to be a het lavender. I just wanted to give you guys a base so when we start adding genes, you guys can go and see what the other genes do. So let's go and move on to the other snakes. Since we're highlighting the Mojave gene, I thought we'd start off with the star of the show. Here we have an Orange Dream Mojave Desert Ghost. And this thing looks insane and almost looks like any xanthic. We have this really nice contrast between the really dark colors and then the light colors, and then we even have some nice whites up the sides and this almost yellow dorsal stripe, which looks really cool. And she just looks like a zebra. I really like the way that the pattern is on this girl, and I can't wait to see what happens when we mix other darker genes in the future. Maybe we can make the contrast pop even more. I think leopard would do a great job in that, maybe even a blackhead or cinnamon. So there's probably a lot of other genes that we can add to this to make this darker, and I'm really surprised with Desert Ghost on how it brought out all the darks and the brights with really dulling out the actual tones of the color. So really cool. And let's move on to the next Mojave combo. Getting a lot of work done here. We're just cleaning all these tubs that we already switched over to the new bins, and there's a lot to do. We already washed all these and all those. We still have to scrape all of these. These ones still have to go to the sink. And then over here we have Billy and the crew switching over animals. We're pretty far down. We actually might get this done by today, hopefully, so I'll give you guys an update in a bit. This girl right here is a Mojave Ultramel, and I showed her a few times before, but since this is a Mojave video, I really had to show the Ultramel off. And once again, I love what Mojave and Ultramel do together. All those dark tones turn up this purple toffee color over here, and we also get these really nice yellow highlighting coming up from the belly. The Mojave pattern is pretty much the same, but you get all this really nice intense colors inside of it that in person shine a lot brighter than you can see on the camera. This girl right here is a Mojave Krypton, who's also het for caramel and het for Ultramel. And for those of you who do not know what a Krypton is, it's a het cryptic and het clown. They're allelic. Even though they express the cryptic gene, it's not the same, because when you breed it, everything is either going to be het clown or het cryptic, opposed to when you have a cryptic, everything that you breed to it will be a het cryptic. So Mojave works really cool into the Krypton. It brings all this nice banding over. You still have that nice Mojave grays and dark tones, but the highlighting up the sides is definitely brighter, and you have these nice gray tones coming up with this yellowish green highlighting around all the nice donuts and keyholes. And let's take a look at her head, because she has this really cool banding just behind her head that I'd like to show you. And she's not cooperating right now, but there she is, and you can see the pattern bands right behind the head, and it's actually connected to the eye stripes, almost like some Enchi combos. And then of course you have the striping around the neck. She's definitely not cooperating, so I'm just gonna go leave her alone and put her back, and we'll move on to the next combo. Right here I have a girl who's not cooperating in her bin, so I thought I'd bring her out to show you guys her. And this is a red stripe Mojave. and it's not het for anything, but I thought that red stripe and Mojave definitely interacted really coolly. You have this coolly, that's not even a word, really well. So basically you have this nice dorsal stripe, almost looks like a freeway stripe going down the whole dorsal, and then you even have some striping at the neck, but she's really not cooperating again. Let me see if I can poke her head out, but I don't want to mess with her too much. So we're pretty much done with the shifting for today. We got a lot done. We cleaned a lot of bins. We actually finished 3 whole racks are now switched over. Those racks in my last video that were here, and here are now complete. And we just have this rack to go tomorrow. And then over here are the racks that we finished. And then here are the tubs that we cleaned for 1 whole rack. 44 tubs, because these do have an extra level and each level is 4, so usually they have 40 but these ones have 44. So we cleaned 1 whole rack. We have a couple other bins cleaned, but they're different color, and we're trying to go and give these racks away with the exact all of them being the same color basically. And it's just a lot of work and like matching them, and it's still a lot more work as you guys can tell, and we still have a lot more bins and spaces to fill up. So we're definitely going to go head into this holdback room and just look at all the holdbacks from the years before, the 2018s that are now upsized, 2019s, and we're just going to go and switch them over, because there are a few in here that are getting a little big, like this one, who can get switched over and start breeding in the months to come. So right here we have a Crystal female, and she's also 66% het for pied. And a Crystal is a Mojave mixed with the Special, and Special is in that bell complex just like Mojave is. And when you have 2 things in the same complex, they are allelic, kind of like the Cryptic and the Clown, but these are just co-dominants. So if I were to breed a Crystal to a normal, everything would either be Mojave or Special. So it's really cool, and they look amazing. They have this really nice yellow top to them. Some of them have more faded sides, some of them have less. This one tends to have more because of the possible het pied. I've seen some other Crystals that are het pied, and all of them have very high white sides. And then we have these really nice blue eyes because they are in the blue-eyed leucistic complex. But a beautiful snake. And if you guys want to get some other blue-eye Lucies that are not all white but have some really cool pattern, and if you were to add some other genes into here, you could really make this pop and even change the colors. So if you guys want to see more Crystal videos, comment down below and I'll definitely make that video in the future. Here we have a super cool Mojave het pied male. This is an Orange Dream Yellow Belly Fire Mojave het pied. And this guy is really cool. He has a lot of different tones throughout him. He even looks like a pied towards the end. And he is also a possible Enchi, but we don't think there's Enchi in here. And just the het pied markers on this guy are insane. You have all these nice ringers. And then towards the top of the snake, you have all the dragging of the pattern, which is definitely a het pied marker. And then you have the really nice white belly, which is also a het pied marker. Just looks amazing on this guy. And something really cool is he almost looks like he has ears on the side. You have these 2 little white things on the side of his head, and it's just super cool. Right here we have a banana Pistavi female, and a Pistavi is a Pastel Mojave, and Pastel Mojave works really well at brightening up the snake, and that's where you're getting all these really nice highlighting tones throughout the whole snake. And then when you add banana, of course, it's going to give you that nice yellow tone, and you're going to get some of these flecking and spots like the bananas do as they get older. But Mojave and other bell complex tend to go and have less spots on bananas, especially the lessers, and when you add Enchi, it reduces the spots even more. But right here, this is a very beautiful snake, and I believe right now we're not pairing her, but in the future we're going to be pairing her to a Clown combo hopefully. Here we have a really cool Ghost Mojave combo, and this is a Leopard Mojave Ghost or a Leopard Mojave Hypo. And this is just a really good combo. Everything blends together so well. She has this really nice gray flaming coming up from the belly, and this really nice yellow highlighter dorsal stripe. And she's also possible het pied, so maybe next year we could prove her out. But this year we're breeding her to a Cypress Spot Nose Clown. Gonna make some really cool combos. So right here we have one of the breeder males, and this is a Mojave Enchi Creed, and Creed once again is one of those lines of fires, and Creed just tends to be a little bit brighter and just clean up the pattern that much more. And it's also double het for cryptic and ultra male, so this is definitely going to go into the ultra male clown project. Probably going to be breeding this male to a few clowns and some ultra males to make some really cool heads. So you have the Mojave and the Enchi working really well together. You still have that Mojave pattern, but it's really cleaned up. It took away all those keyholes. You still have a few, but it's a lot cleaner than your average Mojave. And then you have the Creed just brightening it up and making it that really nice creamy color. Here we have a beautiful Mojave Clown female, and she's also double het for caramel and ultra male. And we're really not going to worry about the caramel. We're going to focus on the ultra male with this girl and make some really cool ultra male clowns in the future. That's a project I'm really going heavy in, and I really like how it looks so far. If you haven't seen an ultra male clown, go and search one up. They're amazing, and the way the Mojave interacts with clown and interacts with ultra male, like I showed you earlier, you could definitely tell that the Mojave Ultra Male Clown is going to be an amazing snake. This right here is another one of those Bell Complex allelic combos. This is a Mystic Potion, and a Mystic Potion is a Mystic mixed with a Mojave. So once again, if I were to breed this to a normal, everything would either be Mystic or Mojave, which is really cool. And this girl just happens to be possible het for Monsoon, which makes her that much more valuable to this collection because we can make some really cool Monsoons with her if she proves out. I really like the full dorsal stripe she has on her back. And if she wasn't in shed like she is right now, it'd be a really nice yellow color. And you see the sides look a little bit gray right now, but they're usually a little bit brighter and a lot more purple. So I'll give you guys an update on this and show you even more Bell Complex allelic combos in a new video. This girl right here is a Mojave Lavender, and she's also 66% het for pied. So I hope that she proves out so we can make some really cool Mojave dreamsicles with her. But nonetheless, she's a really cool combo. I love how Mojave interacts with the Lavender. It brings in these really nice gold and almost orange yellow tones up the sides. And you also have this really nice orange outlining around this dorsal stripe, as you can see right there. And you still have those keyholes and the donuts along the outside of the pattern. Mojave definitely works well into Lavender. I'm even going to go and show you guys a really cool Mojave Lavender combo at the end of this video, because once you add other genes with Mojave into Lavender, it really makes it pop, and I can't wait to go and see a Enchi Mojave Lavender. This girl right here is a Mojave Freeway, and Mojave works really well to bring dark colors into the Freeway. As you know, Freeway is really good at brightening up combos, especially when you have pastel in them. So I wouldn't be surprised if you had a Pistavi Freeway and it was really blushed out. But nonetheless, I really like how dark this is, and of course you have that really nice highlighted line on the top, which looks like a freeway, hence why they're called freeways. I really like to go see Enchi into this because Enchi and Mojave bring some really nice blushed out tones, and with Enchi bringing in all the nice oranges and the dark of the Mojave, I really think we can get some nice red colors in here, which would be amazing for the future. So that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed all the Mojave combos as well as seeing what we're doing today at Mutation Creation. We have a lot more work still to do on moving the racks. So tomorrow will be the last day where I'm showing that. And then I'll get into some more videos where I'm showing a lot more snakes and I really focus on the genes. So comment down below what gene you guys would want to see me do next week's video when I go and highlight it and just show a whole bunch of them. And for today's video, I thought I'd end off in a Mojave since we did Mojave. And here we have a really cool black pastel Mojave Lavender, and this guy is also 100% het for pied. So this guy's gonna be making some really cool dreamsicles in the future, and we're gonna see some Mojave dreamsicles, black pastel dreamsicles, and black pastel Mojave dreamsicles. And I really like the nice intense oranges you have in this guy, and you just have layers of different colors. You have some yellows, some whites, and just a full dorsal stripe, which is really cool, and once again is an indicator of the het pied. So a really cool video. Thought I'd end off with a really cool snake, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and peace out.
Legitness.